Haji, the TSS Life Coach, and today I'm doing something a little different. I woke up one morning and decided I want to make beeswax candles. The reason why I'd like to make beeswax candles is I love candles, but I usually use, the regular, dyed and perfumed brands, and I started to read articles that said these are very dangerous and pollute the air and pollute our bodies, and I'm trying to live a more healthy life. I'm also trying to promote a more healthy life for others, so in order to do that and to live what I preach, I've decided to make my own beeswax candles and see how easy it is. If it's not easy, I'll just be buying them on Amazon, but if it is easy, then I want to make them and also show you how to make them as well. So to begin, I'm just going to show you the main ingredients that you need for beeswax candles, and that is a Pyrex cup, it's this big, wick and tabs. I bought these. I did not get the sticky or the wick stickies. You need that as well because it keeps the wick in place in the jar. And you can get like a jumbo lollipop stick and then just drill a hole in the middle that's big enough to put the wick stick through. Also, the most important thing is the beeswax. So it comes in different forms. You can get it in blocks. I got it in pellets, and this is 1 pound. You also want to pay attention to how much you get. This, like so many other things, is like science, so you have to make sure that you have enough for the amount that you want to make. So for me today, I measured this, and this is 16 ounces. And the measurement is how many candles you want to make. For me, that's 1 times the size, or the size, which is 16 ounces. And then you divide that, you multiply that, and then divide it by 20. And that should give you how many pounds you need. So for me, that's 1.25 pounds, which should be about enough for this. I also have something that is useful. I'm probably not going to use it tonight until I get better at this, but a thermometer, candle thermometer. And last but not least, some essential oils, 100% natural, organic, to give it a little smell. So that's our ingredients. We are going to start in a minute. The water is boiling. You'll have a pot full of water, or half full of water, just to cover the wax that's going to be in the cup. You can get your popsicle stick and stick the wick through, like so. Again, I didn't get the wick sticky, so I'm just using tape. That's not going to be a problem. We'll find out eventually. But I'm just going to stick that in the center. The purpose of this is just to make sure that it doesn't move around and end up in the wrong place. You want to have that wick directly in the center of the glass, and then you just pull it up, and there we go. Okay. The other thing that you might want to do during this time is to figure out what oil. Again, I got this from Artisan Oils. I'll have other stuff listed if you're interested. And we have a few different options. Let's see if I can show you guys. Wait. There we go. So a few different essential oils. I'm going to pick lavender, because why not? Alright, we'll just stick, that's going to be in the oil once it gets liquid. So now I'm going to get the Pyrex cup. I'll put this to the side, we don't need this right now. And my organic beeswax pellets. And again, it said about 1 pound. I'm not sure if that's going to be right, but this is 1 pound. And just pour it in our cup. So we got it all. Waste not, want not. Every little piece of that magic in there. There we go. And place it in the pot. I'm very clumsy, so we have to be very careful here. Alright, so that should be good. We're going to let it sit for a little bit and let it melt, and then I will be back. And pretty soon we will be adding the lavender scent. Okay, as you can see, the wax has completely melted, and I've added the candle thermometer. I was a little intimidated by it, but it's necessary to ensure that the temperature is 185 Fahrenheit so that the oils, the fragrance oils bind to the wax and you can actually smell it. So I definitely want to make sure it's a nicely scented candle, so we're going to make sure that this is the right temperature, and then turn off the water. Okay, so I checked with the candle thermometer and it reached 185 Fahrenheit. So I'm going to add the lavender essential oil. Something that I know is beeswax does not bind to scent as easily as soy wax. If I find that I don't feel the smell is strong enough, then I will maybe switch over to soy. But for now, let's try to do maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did about 21 drops of lavender essential oil. Stir that up. Oh wow, that's very strong. So let's hope that this binds to the wax. Okay, just mix that well. And then the fun part. We're going to finally pour this into the candle mold, glass candle, without burning myself. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. And try to do this without disrupting the wick and the tab. The moment of truth. It's nice and cloudy, which is exactly how you want it. It shouldn't be too clear. Okay. Go. Wow. So my calculation was correct, and this really did make about 16 ounces with a little left over. Okay, and now we just play the waiting game. Let's wait this out, and when it's ready, I'll come back to you guys. Okay, so the wax cooled down, and we now have our finished candles, or close to finished candles. You can just gently remove the popsicle sticks. I had a little left over, so I made a small little candle so as not to waste it. You want to cut the wick just a little above the wax. Here it's going to be a little harder, but let's get that right there. Perfect. And now is the time to test it all up. I'm a little scared, but let's do this. Make it official. See if we made our first beeswax. Ah, beeswax candle. Perfect, guys. So that is officially how you make a homemade beeswax candle. I'm excited.